Hey Facebook, it's me, Rosemary. I am back again for my 2-week video series that I'm doing leading up to the release of Boho Branding and Business School, which is my very close friend and business partner and business coach, Shauna's course. Now, today I really want to talk to you about who you really are. Deep down inside, deep down who you really are as a person and what that means to you. But first, if this is the first time you're seeing me, my name is Rosemary. I am an intuitive mindset coach, Reiki practitioner, spiritual entrepreneur, and light worker. And like yesterday, I was here and we were talking about the Monday blues and what that means, and that we don't have to experience those Monday blues every single Monday, right? Or whatever day the Monday happens for you. If you work retail, that could be, Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. If you're working in the restaurant business, that could be, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day it is that you're feeling just those blues, that sadness, that anxiety of going back to work, right? So that is what we talked about yesterday. You can find that video on my wall, on my newsfeed, underneath my profile if you are wanting to go back and watch that. But today, what I really want to dive into is who are you? Who are you really deep down in your soul? Who are you that you were born to be but has been hiding underneath the mask of what you think you should be, or who other people told you you should be, or what society thinks you should be? But it's time to drop the mask. It's time to drop the labels. It's time to drop all that fear and embrace who you really are. Now, we're going to go through a little exercise, and this is one of my most favorite exercises that I have done that has really, really helped me distinguish between my ego and who my ego tells me I am, and my intuition and my soul and my spirit and who they say I really am. So we are going to use the Sanskrit Soham, and that means I am. And I use this a lot when I am meditating and when I'm sitting in a quiet, letting my mind go, and I will repeat that over and over and over again. Hey Tiffany, Chelsea, Kim. I will repeat that over and over and again in my mind while I'm sitting, closing my eyes and listening to myself and really diving deep and listening to what my intuition is telling me. Hey Jan, of who I really am. So what you do is you want to close your eyes. You want to take some deep breaths. I love the 4-4-4 method. That's what I use. So you take 4 seconds, you breathe in, hold it for 4, and then you breathe out of your mouth for 4. So I do that a couple times just to kind of chill out and relax my breath. It's very relaxing. And then I close my eyes and I kind of let all of the ego, all of the crazy things leave my head. I think about one of my most favorite places. Normally that's me walking through a field, running my hands through the grass, or I'm at the beach, listening to the beautiful waves go back and forth. That sound is always really relaxing to me. And then I start saying Soham over and over and over again in my head, which means I am. And I want you guys to do this because what happens is you will start, eventually your ego will start quieting down and your intuition will kick in and you'll start hearing who you really are. Not, what you are on the surface, but who you really are deep down inside. And for me, I was listening, and sometimes it doesn't always pop in all the time. Sometimes it took me a couple times to get the answers. But, the main ones that popped up to me, or, I am a teacher, I am a healer, I am love, I am light, I am divine, I am successful, all of these kind of like chanting. Yes, kind of like that, Colleen, but in your head. So very quietly without saying it out loud. You can do it out loud if you want to. But it's just a really awesome exercise that you can do to really dive deep and listen to your soul and what it really has to say about who you truly are deep down. So I love that exercise, like I said, and it's a way to kind of shed the labels, right? It's a way to shed all the shit that we've been told about ourselves from other people, because a lot of times we hear things from other people throughout our life and we hang on to those identities and they don't serve us. They're not who we really are deep down. It's a lot of times it's the reflection of that other person and what they're thinking about themselves, and they project that onto you, and then you all of a sudden own that and you're walking around with something that doesn't belong to you. And for me, for a long time, I didn't know the difference between what other people thought about me or what their perception was, or what really their perception was of themselves, but they were putting it out on me, and who I really was and what I wanted, and what I was here to do, what was my purpose, which we'll go into that a little bit later on this week. So it's a very, like I said, simple exercise, but it's very effective, and it really helps you to shut off the ego and listen to your intuition. And with me talking about boho branding in business school, this is a really good thing to do before you go in it. But when you're in boho branding, you will dive so much deeper into this and who you really are. You'll find out things about yourself that you didn't even know you knew, you didn't even know were there. That was something that happened for me. It was such an amazing transformation for myself, and things that I really learned, and also the things that, like labels and things that I was hanging on to, like I was talking about before, that weren't mine. And I was like, holy shit, I can't believe all this time I've been hanging on to all this crap, and this isn't really who I really am. So boho branding in business school will be a lifesaver for you if this is something that you've been struggling with, especially for me. When I started working in MLMs and trying to build my own business, it was like, okay, when I'm trying to figure out who my niche is and who I want to serve, I was like, but how am I going to figure that out if I don't even know who the hell I am? Like, I don't even know what I want out of my life, or, how I want to serve people, and how to project that out to, my clients and bring in the right people into my business. So this is a great exercise, like I said, to just give you a little bit of a head start. Obviously, it takes a lot more than just that simple exercise to figure out who you are deep down. It's something, this has been a process for me, you guys. I've been doing, I've been working on myself, so to speak, for the last couple of years. That's really where my journey started. And all of a sudden I went into boho branding school, and it's just, everything clicked. I was finally ready to just shed the shit. And Shauna has such a beautiful way of allowing you to dive deep into yourself and really understand how to process through those emotions, but use that to find your client. Use that to find who you are here to serve. Use that to find what your true purpose is, because we'll go into that too more, but it's such an amazing process. So I really want you to ask yourself, maybe even journal it out. Who are you really? Who am I? Just continue to ask yourself that. As you go into meditation, and if you don't meditate, I suggest that you start. You can start with just a couple minutes, 5-10 minutes at a time, and eventually you can, right now I go anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes normally is what my meditation process looks like. But it's a great way to reconnect with who you are deep inside. Reconnect back to yourself, because it's a process of going inward, not a process of looking outward. And we do that so much these days. We're always looking out for the answers, when really all of the answers are already inside, right? They're already inside of us. We already know, but we just ignore it. So many of us ignore that divine intuition that we have. And we always look to other people to answer our prayers, or answer our questions, or show us the way. And really, we just need to move inward, and the best way to do that is through meditation, and that is where you will find yourself. I promise you that. So Tiffany says, that's how I'm feeling. Definitely want to try this. Yes, for sure. And for the girls that are in Divine Chi School, we will be diving deep into this, into our lessons, way more than obviously this video, but a little bit of a similar exercise, but a little bit deeper. So if you are in Divine Chi School, look out for that. That'll be so awesome. And that's, if you haven't heard of that class, that is a course that Shauna and Sarah, who are my two business partners, we have built that, and we just launched it last week, and it was amazing. And a big part of that was Boho Branding School, and I would never be where I am right now if I hadn't taken this course, you guys. So anyway, I would love for you guys to let me know how this exercise goes for you. I would love for you to share with me what things came up for you within that meditation. And like I said, after you meditate and you hear those, you have those little sweet soul whispers to you about who you really are, what your soul is crying out for you to find, write that stuff down, journal it out, and really start diving deep, exploring those emotions, exploring those titles, that come up for you. Hey, Megan, and just start exploring yourself again. What are the things that you really love? What are the things that make you who you are? So that is just going to be so freaking amazing. Colleen, can't wait for DSS. Yes, but we'll do your I Am meditation ASAP. Yes. And that meditation is in Divine Chi School, but it's a little bit more in depth. So this is just a little bit of a shorter version of it. So anyway, that's all I got for you tonight. I would love for you guys, like I said, to let me know how that goes for you. Let me know what comes up for you. If there's in any way that I can help you through this process, I would love to. You can message me anytime. You can book a 15-minute little call for me for free if you want to just kind of explore what you have going on, and if we can work together. I would love to do any of that. Just let me know, and I can send you the link to do that. And I think that's it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. We will be talking about what your story is and how you can drop the old story and rewrite a new one, and how important that is in your growth and your process. And the process of really getting back to yourself. So that's going to be a really good live. So I hope this helped you. Yes, we'll be meditating tonight. Me too, because I actually missed it this morning, and I normally don't ever do that. I normally meditate in the morning and at night before I go to bed. So I gotta make up some time. So anyway, it's just been a busy day. But I love you guys. I love you so much. I will see you soon tomorrow, and that is it. Okay.